When you get started and you're creating a green team, one of the most important things you need to remember is that you want to work your green team within the company culture. This is a mistake so many organizations make. They launch a green team and they get all these people excited and say, we're going to do all these things, but then they realize they haven't really set their green team up to work within the company culture. So I'm going to talk over these next few slides about how to work within different company culture. For example, a control-oriented company culture, which is typically referred to as a top-down approach, you want to find ways that you can work within your green team to engage some of those people at the top that can help push those issues down, rather than it all being a bottom-up approach. If your culture is more oriented around a creativity or a creative culture, this is where you actually do want to have that grassroots or bottom-up approach. People can come up with ideas that they can take and manipulate and create and grow within an organization. And if that's what your culture is, then your green team has to play into that. You may have a collaborative culture where people aren't okay to just go off and do things on their own. And your green team can be a very effective way to find ways for people to work together. It can foster that collaborative manner by brainstorming green ideas, finding ways you can be more socially or environmentally responsible, developing ways to have employee feedback systems or online dialogues. A collaborative structure is a way of just really trying to find ways, how can we bring people together, and your green team can play a part within that company culture. Lastly, a competitive culture. If your organization, and there's several big organizations out there that are really known for finding ways they compete within their own organization, companies that one division competes against another or an office competes against another, then your green team needs to not be looking for a top-down or a bottom-up or a collaborative approach. It needs to be looking for a competitive approach. How can you work your green team and your actions, but in the company culture of competitiveness, and find ways that you can set green team goals and actions and opportunities in a way that people are competing against one another? So no matter what your company culture is and which of these four methods applies to your organization's culture, you need to understand that your green team must work within that if it's going to be successful for the long term.